We're gonna go over here to Game On and just default chat and check this out. And yeah, I'm square. I'm hip to be square right now. That's pretty dope. All right. Yeah, we don't what do we need Busta for? We got this. We got this. You know, we might be the newest micro drone guys, but we got this. All right. Now I can actually get to work. That's pretty dope. Excellent, excellent day. I just want to open this back up over here on my right. Keep an eye on all of this stuff. Yeah, we're pros-ish. So here we go. Hello there, Judleys. We are going to do conformal coating today on my squirt, which means I've got to take it apart. Then I got to use this jazz. That should be interesting, right? So let's switch it over to the bench cam. There we go. All right. How about that? That looks great, doesn't it? It looks all right. It doesn't look bad. Anywho's, let's get out our T8 Weeha. Got you all in effect. We will have to do some soldering, so I got a battery ready to go for that. But let's get these off. Yeah, well, what I would like to do is when I get back to LA, I would like to be able to actually set up like I talked about in the van. There we go. All right. So when I get back to LA, I would like to actually, like I said, set the van up so that my van is my my streaming vehicle, my studio. I would like to get a proper microphone and a little bit of a proper light setup and everything. But I'd like to get a proper microphone, and I'd like to get a board, a mixer board, so that I can properly monitor things, with headphones. So microphone and headphones is something I want to get. So I gotta look around for that. I know I'll be getting some Amazon gift cards come Christmas time, so I should be able to actually just pull something off of there instead of using cash. That would be more ideal if I could spend other people's monies than my own. The other thing we will be doing today, since I do have to basically take this apart and I have to resolder a bunch of stuff in order to do this properly, is that I will be using the Speedy Bee Bluetooth connector to remap everything, because I do need to update, or at least I would like to update. Did I just get booted offline? Oh, I guess not. I guess it just froze on my end. I would like to update this to Betaflight 4.2.5, the most recent Betaflight. So that's something we're also going to be doing today, is updating Betaflight. I always get so weirded out at this part because it's like I feel like I'm breaking stuff. Here we go. All right. This is always so scary. Woo! Scary. I also haven't really rebuilt this ever, so it's kind of in its infancy form and hasn't evolved in shape or size, so it'll be nice to actually get this apart. Come on. Pop that clutch. Let's try to see if I can get this one. There we go. That should now... Maybe if I took the props off, that might be easier. Woo! Those are noises I do not like making. Yeah, let's take the props off. That'll probably make things a little bit less scary with pulling stuff apart. Ooh, want to become famous. Buy followers, primes, and viewers. And, no, you know what I'd rather do, bro? I appreciate you trying to sell me some collaborate BS. What I do want to do is I want to block you. Which, how do I do that? Ah, nope. Hold on. How do I get rid of you? Block? Oh wait, I want to do, before I block, I'm going to report. Um, Spam. Next. Trying to sell me followers. Submit report. Close. And block. Excellent. Alright, cool. Yep, it's a bot. All getting rid of that person. Or that bot. Well, these props are on there. I've never actually changed these props out either since I've finally got this thing up in the air. I'm hoping that going to 4.2.5 will actually help this thing fly better. I still feel like it's a flying brick, and not in like the space shuttle kind of way of flying brick. It just really is tough to manipulate and get it to fly the way I would like it to fly. All the loud banging noises. All right. So this is fun. Like I said, I've never actually done conformal coating before, so this will be an interesting experiment in itself for everybody here. What I should have done was I should have put the props in order of where they go on, so I guess, yeah, managed to do that there. It'd be nice to actually get this thing clean and clear. Hopefully this one comes off a little bit easier. Oh. Come on. You know what I do want to do? That's not what I want. I'm going to do that. Made you a friend. And I made you a moderator. There we go. I made you a moderator, Odin, son. Son of Odin. Son of Marvin. It's funny, I realized the other day that your dad followed me on Instagram. I was looking, I was like, who is Marvin? Like, Marvin? Why is that name so familiar? Marvin? I wonder if he's related to Justin. Then I looked at his Instagram profile, because that's where it was following me, and I was like, Marvin. That's who that is. That's Marvin. Like, I know Marvin. Marvin's our truck driver. I feel like I am going to break something. You know, it's a great way to how not to break it. Let's take the screws out of the bottom. This is a great way to not do that. At least on this one here. Oh, no, I can't do that. As you can tell, why didn't I hit block and report on what? Who, you? Or on your dad? I need all the followers I can get on the Instagrams. Well, that reminds me, I actually did want to tweet out that I am on things here. Ooh, somebody actually retweeted my tweet from earlier. How about that? Ah, come on. Pop that clutch. Cup B. Paste. Live and part one of my drones and chatting it up on this rainy Wednesday. Why is Wednesday spelled the way it is? Wednesday is such a weird spelling. Wednesday, because we don't. Oh, your dad. I was like, all right, you know, Marvin's a nice guy. He's always been nice to me. He's an interesting one. He's funny. All right, let's get this off. Like I said, I always feel like I'm breaking this when trying to. I'm gonna rip it. Come on, it doesn't. It just doesn't want to like wiggle. Kind of wish I had heat to put on it so it would expand. Oh, I got a third viewer. Thank you for tuning in. Join the conversation if you'd like. You know, give us your ASL. We don't bite unless, you know, you want us to. Got to worry more about getting your fingers caught in our props than us actually biting. Though I do think Odin's son bites. Alright, this actually isn't bad looking here. I'm not going to worry about getting the back piece off here. But I do need to do this. I gotta take these off. This is gonna be fun. I gotta completely, well, not completely desolder this, but I do need to. I know what you're talking about. Trust me, I definitely saw it working with them. You get to know somebody well when you spend not just miles, but hours inside of a 5-ton truck on the roads through LA and Hollywood. Teamsters are Teamsters for a reason. Oh, wow. It is raining out there. I'm really sad that it's not snowing, though. Alright, so let's get this off. I know what I need to do as well. I need to disconnect this. I need to disconnect that down there. Come on. Pop that clutch. As Tommy would say. Probably like, who's Tommy? Tommy's a guy I work with. Let's see, will that do it now? There we go. What I may end up doing actually is yeah, I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to pull this off completely. Come on. You know what I'm going to do? You know what else I'm going to do? Just because I'm kind of bored, and it's just me in here, I'm just going to upload this anyways. So let's put some Spotify back on. Let's get some Harris Heller back in here, because Stream Beats is free to use. Let's follow him. Alright, there we go. Alright. Cool, we're making some progress here. I do wonder if I should flip. I don't think I have the room. I mean, I guess I do have the room, theoretically, to flip this around. What I don't really have the room to do, though, is, like, mount this better. I would like to remount my RX here so that it's in a little bit better of a spot. Let's just get this tape off of here. Really, that's just going to pop like that. And we just like a better spot for the TX, I mean the RX. Like there's just this giant gap here. Which is just so strange. Almost makes me wonder if this has actually been backwards the entire time. I wonder if we did do that backwards. You know? Like, if it actually should have been like this. I mean, it's symmetrical. You know, I kind of feel like it is. I kind of feel like this is actually backwards, and it should be going like this. And not the other way. Who loves orange soda? Dan W. Judley loves orange soda. It is true. And do who? These motors are so weird too. They don't just spin, they got like a clickiness to them. Like they're the cool kids in high school. So I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing. Is that I will actually pull. I really do think it should go the opposite direction that we initially built. And I'm already going to have to take off all of these motors anyways, because I'm going to conformal coat everything. Which I feel like I should start conformal coating first on this. Means I actually do need to get a USB, which this USB here should work. Plug that in. So, in preparation for all of this, bought something pretty cool that I'm going to break out in a second. Let me get the... Let me get this out. Set that up. I'm going to stick my tools behind me on the bed. For those of you that are joining for the first time, I would like to say thank you very much for joining me. This is all quite the experiment, and this is all quite new to me. And even though it's new to me, it's kind of an old room, as you can tell. This actually used to be the nursery. I am here in New Jersey at my future in-laws' house. This is where my fiance Julie and I have been spending the most of the pandemic. And this has been I've been lucky enough to have a workspace. I haven't utilized it in this form yet, really a whole lot, streaming. That's something that I'm kind of working on in general. When I get back to LA, I have a couple things I'd like to do. I have my workbench in LA, that my work desk that will allow me to do more of this kind of stuff, but I am actually setting up my van, which if you follow me over on Instagram, which is Dan W. Judley with _W_Judley, you'll see a bit of that over there. And then if you follow me on TikTok, there's a couple build videos that I got going, but I haven't been able to touch that lately just because I've been out here in LA, or I'm sorry, in New Jersey. But when I get back to LA, the whole plan is to not just make it a camper van, but also to make it my streaming streamer. Maybe that's what I'll refer to it as, my streaming streamer, Vincent Van Gogh's. Vincent Van Gogh's on the internet. Let's see, what do I got? I got the micro drone guys texting me right now. And then I got a whole bunch of random stuff. Anyways, let's get back to the lecture at hand. Glad I got commercials playing right now. Kind of a bit weird. I love how the commercial started as soon as I started explaining who and what I am, so I can't edit that out. And if I do want to change that, I would need to start over again. So for those of you that are new here, thank you. Like and subscribe, share, tell all your friends, tell your mom. Usually parents like me. My parents, it's like a 50-50 toss-up if they like me or not. But I think we all feel that way to an extent, right? Anyways, I'm here at my in-laws, which thankfully they do like me. And my fiance and I, we have been kind of living out the pandemic here in New Jersey. And this room here is the room that we've been staying in because her childhood bedroom is just too small for the two of us. And that's a lot of where our wedding prep stuff is. And this actually used to be a nursery, so I don't know if you can actually tell, but behind me, all that border there, that is Winnie the Pooh stuff. I know, right? Super cute. Super, super cute. I love it. I'm very grateful to be here. But that's why my desk, my bench here is kind of basic, but not in the white girl basic way, but in the very just, simple, no frills kind of deal. And things are a little all over the place. So what we're going to do before I finish taking that apart, because I do want to start the drying process, or the whole conformal coating process, because that's why we're here. I got this. I bought, at recommendation to me from the Microdrone guys, I bought me one of these, a little LED UV nail lamp. So that'll hopefully help dry out the conformal coating. This box is so light, it's so crazy. I got pink because, well, pink's a great color, and it was also the only color. Hopefully this is actually the right one. Looks kind of like a horseshoe crab. It's got little LEDs in here. I'm hoping that helps dry it out. It says to do it, I got 3 settings here. Oh, and it's USB, there's no... Really? Shoot, 1 second. something else that I bought for this process too is instead of getting just a UV light or a black light, I got this USB charging flashlight. It actually came with two of them. Got this also from the Jeff Bezos. It's pretty bright. And you just cycle through. And as you can see, there's the UV light. It's got all sorts of roadside. Oop. So that's all charged up. I'm actually going to start setting up. I got so much crap here in the way. But let's plug this in and get ready to go with this. But yeah, so here we are. Like I said, I'm at my future in-laws' house. They've been so kind as to allow us to stay here and ride out this pandemic during these unprecedented times. And once I get back to LA, I'm going to set up Vincent Van Gogh to be my streaming station, and we're going to make that place, we're going to make it awesome over there. We're not as excited to get back to the studio apartment. It's been really, really nice to be in a house. The biggest learning curve, I would say, to all this is learning to live with a 14-year-old Pomeranian. I mean, I thought I was moody and touchy. That dog, as cute as he can be, it's like feeding Gizmo after midnight. You do not want to feed this. You do not, this thing can go from cute to gremlin. Tear your face off in a heartbeat. Like, it is insane. And I have a knack for it. I have a knack for making this thing quite the little gremlin. For as much as I love them. Funny how that works. We are at Conformal Coating part. I've never done this. This is something I've never done, so probably shouldn't have smelled that. Oh, that was definitely the smell. Smell. Well, LA had a little bit of an earthquake, a 1.7. That's not something you're going to feel. All right, let's rock and jock. So, take one of these things here and start painting. I'm told just to be generous about it. Oh, I don't know where the barometer is on this thing. No, my luck, I probably just painted the barometer. Let's actually see if I can find a pinout. Go to Pyro Drone. Let's go to electronics. Light controllers, 3030s. Go down to the Pyro. This is what I want. I don't think there is a pinout on it. Let's see. Copy, tab, paste, and out. Maybe this is it I need. No, that's the F7. No, that's not what I need. What I'm looking for right now is just to see if I can't find Make sure I'm not screwing things up, you know? I don't, maybe it doesn't have a barometer? Gotta have a barometer, I just don't know where it is. Huh. Anyways. Guess we're gonna find out. I don't think anyone ever got back to me on Facebook about where it is. Hmm. I like this board a lot. I mean, it's pretty. It's pretty. It's labeled really well. Yeah, I just don't know where like the barometer might be on it. Oh my luck! It's that big old thing in the middle, like right where I started. Oh, there's Odin's son. He's back. He got froze up. Do you have any idea where like a barometer might be on this board, by chance? Any idea, Odin's son, where the barometer might be? I think it's got a barometer. I don't know. Definitely told me what direction I'm facing. All that has anything to do with the barometer. Barometer is more about air pressure. Not air pressure, but tiny chip. That's all of them? What I can do here is actually, let's go over to... Oh, nope. There we go. Alright, so... Shoot. Ah, come on.
Down there. Because you're all over your overall wellness, pampering yourself from sun up to sundown. So when you're
Which one do you think? I have a feeling it's like this one. Yeah, no, I get you. The quarter size, like quarter size, the gyro. I don't know which one is the gyro. I'm assuming the one where my mouse is over is the gyro. So I'm assuming this one right here that I covered first. Maybe I should pay for Spotify. I do also need to update the logo here. Do that real quick. Yeah, unfortunately, there's like no good pinout. Someone said not to conformal coat over the barometer. I didn't see anyone else say that. I also didn't watch any videos, which I should have done. I should know better at this point. I can live with that. I got more boards at home, so if this ends up becoming a problem, then, well, I'm getting Pyro gift cards for Christmas as it is. We're gonna go generous here. So how are things over there at Asgard, Odinson? What's new in the world of Asgardians? I was also told not to do any buttons. So that I will avoid doing as well. That makes sense. I mean, not that I use the boot button at all, but just in case. But I do feel like if I've ever had to use the boot button, that is I'm also in need of like possibly a new board. I saw someone say they wish they had a spray. Chillin', sun's out, bums out. Yeah, it is nasty here. And unfortunately, we're not getting any snow. It is all rain. You can't see it now because it's dark behind me, but it is nothing but nasty rain. And that just makes me so sad because I know people with really nice Christmas light setups, and I was hoping to possibly go fly those setups, but which I mean I could still do, but I really wanted to do it with snow. I haven't seen like I mean I saw a lot of snow last year when I helped my brother move from Denver back to Maryland, and I drove a U-Haul through a blizzard, which I don't suggest doing, but I haven't actually like gotten to enjoy snow in many, 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 many of years. But I'd like to enjoy snow. That would be dope. I got people telling me like, "Oh, you can come here and you can take the snow back with you," and it's like that's not really how it works. Um, it's 30 last night. Wow, that is a bit chilly there. That is a bit chilly there out there in. Are you in Acton? Or are you in out in Lancaster or Palmdale's? I'm not going to get dumped on because we are too close to the coast and it's tracking west of us. We're too far east to be getting anything other than just rain, it seems, unfortunately, which really bums me out. I'd love snow. Let's see what happens when I put this thing underneath here. They just like sense it. Oh my gosh, that's neat. So as you can see here, it's counting down. It like automatically like sensed that there was something there. That was pretty cool. So I think what I'll do is I'll paint the top of this. No, I want to wait because I need to get that off. I need the plug back. Um, P-Dale. Okay. So I guess what I can do is I can. desolder all of these Wonder what's easier, desoldering all the motors? Okay, so here's something that I don't think you were here for. I realized, like, so looking at this frame, would you say which, like, I know, regardless of how the ESC is oriented, would you say this is the front or this is the front? There is no giant hole here, but there is a giant hole here, and that's where my RX was, my transmitter was. And I feel like we have this frame backwards. What do you think? But then I still don't need to desolder it. I just need to spin everything around to make this the front. What do you think? Front or front? You just sent out a helpline to a big Discord channel. What do you mean? Are you about to just flood my chat with a bunch of randos? That'd be dope. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. The hole goes in the back, so I think I'm gonna swap this around. Now, remember, Thunderdrone and I built this, so with no idea of how it goes, and I'm just like looking at this for the first time. This is the first time I've deconstructed it, and I'm like, that looks like it should. But I sometimes run my XT underneath. Oh, I kind of like that idea. Hmm. Yeah, no, I'm gonna flip this around because I do feel like it. Yeah, it should go the other way. So let's get the stack out. Where'd my screwdriver go? This is a fun game. I love being ADHD. It's like, where did the thing I just had in my hand go? Is this actually gonna unscrew or is this just gonna spin? This is just gonna spin. Okay. So let's get this off. I think I got enough slack here to get that off. Ah! Now I'm losing little rubbers. You don't ever want to lose the rubbers. Alright, there's that. Uh-oh. Oh, good. Found it. Alright, so I can keep the stack like that. Alright, now I need I think I need the 6. Get the 6 and the 7 out. Let's see what the 7 too big? Yeah, 7's too big. That must be a 6 here. For the motors. Yeah, buddies. Alright. That'll give me a chance, because what I'll end up doing is I will do the bottom side. I don't know if this is working or not, this nail lamp. UV nail lamp. Hopefully it's drying out the conformal coating. Words. Huh. Yeah, see, now I've never done that. For me, it's usually, where's my wallet? That's the one that usually gets me is, where did I put my wallet? It's usually, the answer is usually it's in the pair of pants that you were wearing last. Or, what I like to do is, I like to put my wallet in a place that I won't lose it, which is genuinely where I lose it, because it's a different place than where I put it normally. Like, oh, because I always, like, do something silly, like I put my wallet, like, it's not even that silly. It's like it's when I'm trying to be responsible, you know. I'll put my wallet like instead of leaving it on the kitchen table, which it doesn't belong on the kitchen table, I'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna put it on my desk over here by where the keys are supposed to go. And then when I go to leave, it's like, all right, I got my keys, but where's my wallet? It's not on the kitchen table. It's not on the couch. It's not on my nightstand. Is it in the bathroom? It's not in the bathroom. Is it in the pants I was wearing last? I'm still wearing the same pants I was wearing when I had my wallet last. And it's like, where did I put it? And there it is. It's on my desk by where I picked up my keys. Oftentimes I end up burying it. That's the biggest issue. Ooh, a little bit of dirt just popped out of there. I'm like the master at losing stuff. Also, usually when I'm doing this kind of bench stuff, this is what I can never find the screwdriver that I just had in my hand, and I'm just like looking around for it. It's so frustrating. Have you been able to get out to fly lately? I flew the last video that's up on my YouTube. I flew that a little over a week ago now. Pretty cool, like reservoir. It's the same place where that Phantom is up in a tree. That I never went out to try to. I tried to get it out one time. I was using a lacrosse ball, and I lost the lacrosse ball like in the leaves on the second throw, and on the first throw I spent 15 minutes looking for the ball, and so we just kind of like gave up, and which is a bummer, you know. But so we haven't tried to go back out. I mean, it sounds like the owner of it, like, was notified that it's up there, like that they actually had spotted it. I haven't been back to the thread in a few days, but like when I was on the thread on the Facebook post in the town group, the owner, like I said, had chimed in, but no one's actually. I haven't seen any updates or any follow through. Somebody definitely posted like there was somebody out there today with a fishing rod trying to get it down. That was this guy. Do I need to be careful not to get this in that spot until that's done there? I need to pull out the plug. Stay away from that area at the moment. Yeah, I guess I should go over to. I don't really know how to use. No, I never went and got it. I just haven't been back for it. It's funny. I actually I went on Amazon to buy one of those tennis ball tossers for dogs for playing fetch, and because I wanted to use that to launch a tennis ball up there and try to like get that caught and shake it down, and I tie a line to it obviously, so I could pull it. And I accidentally had that shipped out to LA because I don't pay attention. Um, the weather right now is, like I said, I've been saying it's really nasty. So I don't know. Maybe I'll go out after all this, try it again, and see if I can't get it down for that guy. I am finding out from doing the studying for the Part 107 that the area that I did fly in was fine. It's unrestricted airspace. It's Class G. It's this area over here. I mean, I guess it's just like Palmdale area when it comes to the airspace. It's just so crowded out here because we have the Atlantic City Airport, which isn't a major airport, but that's where the FAA is actually headquartered, and that's where they do all their testing and training. So, like, I could actually get my license if I get it if I go for it before we leave from the FAA testing center, which is kind of crazy. And also it kind of freaks me out because like I feel like if there's anywhere to get caught, it's this area. But the East Coast, if you look at the map, it's just such a no-go area everywhere, and that kind of has me a bit freaked out. It's not tacky, so that's nice. It's got a nice little sheen to it. You can see that. I do want to go back for it. You know, I mean, it would also be nice. You know, once I get back in LA and I get that Part 107, it would be nice to have a Phantom or a Mavic. Um, it's just like I gotta, like I said, I know people out here. All right, dude. Peace out. Thank you for coming and helping me figure out the camera thing. Without your help, I couldn't have done it. Really appreciate it. Tell all your friends about me. Oh, wait, I'm like your only friend. Nah, I'm just kidding. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Hopefully the other guys can hop in here soon. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be talking to myself, and that's fine. Have fun shopping. That is something I don't envy at all. I hate shopping, except for drum parts. And I'll talk to you later. I know the chat's gonna be, you know, popping as it always is. Maybe some Among Us later. I got it for this thing, so maybe I can stream some Among Us after this. Give this another coat here. That's so crazy how it's like, yeah. Bottom of that should be pretty easy. Let's look at this Discord thing that I was trying to figure out. Alright, so go to settings, go to connections. Where are my settings at? It's help, that's inbox. Home. That's not what I'm looking for. Let's see here. Nope. It's not what I'm looking for. I have no idea what I'm looking for. Where's my bingo? I went too far. There I am. So let's see. Go to settings, connections, and connect your Discord to your Twitch account from account you stream from. Go to settings, Game activity only available on PC and disabled display currently running game status message. Was that over here? No, that's not what I'm looking for. So I'm so confused here. The settings to connections. Where to find that though? User settings. Oh, okay, here we go. Connections. There we go. Stream remote. Okay, we are enabled. So let me. Oh, I want to take a look at. Try this again. Go to settings. Go to connections. Connect your Discord to your Twitch account. Stream from. Game activity only available on PC and disable display. Streamer mode. Enable streamer mode before you go live or set it to. Alright, so I guess connections, streamer mode enabled. Now, mode enabled. I don't know. I count streamer mode. Just don't see how I connect. Just don't see how I do that. You know what I mean?
As the world changes,
Huh.
your focus on fitness doesn't have to. At the Atlantic
Oh,
Airlines,
maybe I did it. I don't know.
fitness classes, swimming pools, and more are all safe and allow for physical
Alright, well, let's
activity.
keep working.
And they're free through the end of the year when you sign up now with a 3-month commitment. Center. As the world changes, your focus on fitness doesn't have to. At the Atlantic Air Life Center, our cardio and weight equipment, fitness classes, swimming pools, and more are all safe and allow for physical distancing. And they're free through the end of the year when you sign up now with a 3-month commitment. We also offer Reiki, massage therapy, and personal training. To join or learn more, call 609-677.
Let's see, general, PC shit, cyberpunk. Alright, cool. Well, whatever's. Let's keep working. I'm here for you. You're here for me. Whatever's. Let's let that do its thing.
First deposit only. Minimum deposit of $20. Bonus must be claimed within 7 days of first deposit. Must be 21 and over and physically in New Jersey to bet. Wagering requirements and terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Please gamble responsibly.
Well, I know I don't have COVID because I can, like, taste this conformal coating. So that's fun. So anyways, this conformal coating thing is not too bad. You can kind of see it in the light there. That's pretty neat. Another 13 seconds there, and then I'll flip this over. Pull that one out, do the top, put this one in there to dry it off. And keep working on this thing here. So, get this thing back together, because what I want to do next is I want to get this hooked up to Betaflight via the Speedy Bee app and Speedy Bee this up. Make this so that it's all good to go and freshy fresh, because I haven't updated this build really since the beginning of the year. I mean, I put the new RX on it. That was about it. Updated it from the standard DSMX Spectrum RX to the SXLR 2 RX, and I really haven't noticed a difference because I've kind of only flown that on both of the quads. So, you know, it is what it is with that. I need to do that. I need to update this Betaflight. I think this is just on 4.1.1. So we'll do that next, since we have this thing apart as it is. I'll make everything all nice and dandy. Then once it stops raining, I can actually take it out and give it a real good run for its money. Either go over to the reserve or go to the preserve, whichever, you know, one or the other. Because there's actually a reserve here and there's a preserve here. Not really sure what the difference is, but I think the difference actually is that one has more sugar than the other. And again, if you're new here, thank you for joining. I'm just working on my quad, rebuilding it. Like, subscribe, share, all that jazz. I have no soul, so I mean, I got half a soul, I guess, because I'm only half ginger, but I'm selling it out for subscriptions. Still a little tacky. But so am I, so. Where'd my bubbly go? There it is. Actually, this is bowling basket. Sorry, I'm just kind of trying to kill the next 38 seconds. I still gotta flip over the... I should actually just do that. Oh no, I need to put that back in there. Shoot. Hopefully, I'll be nice and tacky here in a moment. I'll actually put it back on the frame. Ah! Give this a nice coating here. Man, I can taste this and it's just... Ugh. I'm not talking about my bubbly. Michael Bubbly. Now, what's going to be fun is I am actually going to be able to use... Let's see here, actually. Wonder if we'll be able to see. Oh, wow, that's pretty neat. There are some low areas on this. Okay. Put another coat on there. Oh, good. If I just hold down the button, it'll... Actually... Let's do that. I don't know how well you can actually see that. I may actually turn the light off so you can see it, but... This works great. Yeah, so I got this flashlight off of Amazon just for a few bucks. Two of them for, I think it was like two of them for like 12 bucks. Super bright as you can see, and the best part is you got this. So if like you're out in the desert and you want to stay away from the scorpions or look for scorpions, this will do it for you too. When I actually asked on Facebook on the Pyro group, somebody said get to a scorpion flashlight. I was like, what? But I guess it makes sense. I mean, I've actually never seen a scorpion in person, but that's because I don't. When I'm out in the desert. I'm up in the high desert, but actually not in like the thick of the brush or anything when I camp. I camp in the on the tarmac or in the pits. Let's see what this looks like. This is neat. I don't know if I doesn't. Hope I'm not ruining the heat sink by doing that. Looks like I got a pretty good coat on this. Gotta flip this over and see the other side, 'cause that's the side I actually did first. And this is pretty cool though. And hopefully, like, if I'm doing this right, which seemingly I am, that's neat. This is super easy and super repeatable for all my next builds, so I guess I should get that. Did I get all that? The power lead there. All those are done. All right.
How do I know? I am Roberto Perez, CEO of Hillcory Development Partners.
So what do you guys want to talk about?
HRPphilly.com.
Talk about a lot of things here. Whatever you want to talk about, whatever your heart desires. Actually, I don't think I'm going to end up needing to solder, which is nice. I'm just going to spin these motors around so they're on the frame correctly. It's a handy discovery that we made there. Well, I am going to need to tape down. Oh, you know what I should do, actually, now that I think about it? I don't have, here's the thing. I don't actually have any heat shrink with me. But I mean, at the very least, I can get in these little areas that are exposed. That, I guess. I mean, here's the thing. The big thing about doing all this is that it's getting the big expensive electronics done. I'm not too, I mean, granted, VTXs can be really expensive. So there's that aspect of things. But also, I'm most concerned about, just if it goes down, I can recover it. It's more about the hitting puddles or hitting, stuff like that. I'm not too concerned about actually splashing down in a pond. If I splash down in a pond, the chances of me actually getting it back in that sense are slim. So I'm not too concerned about that. But the major components here, getting it into the areas that I can reach. Or maybe that'll be a project for another day. This will at least give me the ability to, like, keep things protected. Let's throw both of those in there. That looks really good. So let's see what that looks like. Oh yeah, we missed some spots there. That's not bad though. A nice thick coating. Just get everything, This is more about just falling in a puddle or It's like I'd like to, I can fly it while it's snowing, and that's the other thing too. I want to fly it when there's snow on the ground. So, got to make this thing nice and not waterproof because there's no really doing that, but all right, there's that. That looks really good. So we'll throw that in there for a couple drying cycles. Okay. I mean, that's kind of the best I can do with these two devices without pulling the heat shrink off, which I can do when I get back to LA, which, it's drier in LA than it is here, but in general. And then going forward on my next builds, this is definitely something I'm going to do for all like the permanent, or not the permanent, but the professional builds. This is, the hobby stuff, so live and learn with this. Make the bread and butter with my future builds. I think after this, I'm definitely going to need to play either some Among Us or some more Star Wars. I think we'll probably end up playing Star Wars. I've been enjoying that. Maybe a little Among Us since that's mind. Well, I mean, they're both not mind numbing because the one I'm just kind of killing everybody in it. The other one I'm killing people. They're both killing people. I haven't done any TikToks today, which I need to do. I should, while I'm here, I should probably actually update the frame. Some stuff. Get the snips out. Well, that's something. The people patty corner to us, their lights are, they got blinking lights on their Christmas, with their Christmas decorations. I was like, out of the corner of my eye, I was seeing something weird. Nice big piece there. Pop that in. So that's where the RX will go. Let's give this another 90 seconds. We can pop that on here. Alright, so that's ready there. I think that still needs a couple more times in there. Actually, hold on. Let's see. So while that's doing that, I'm actually going to pop it. A little tacky still, so I guess, yeah, let's just do that. The key here to doing this is to make sure that you give it a really good coating. And that's what I'm doing with the flashlight when I'm looking at it and turning it over. Like, I haven't even done this side yet, which I need to, but I want to make sure that I have a plug here. Worries me a little bit. I don't actually see it on that, so that's good. You want to make sure you have everything plugged in too, so that you're not getting this conformal coating onto any pins that you need to plug into, or any plugs. Like the USB would become unusable, and then basically the board's unusable if you can't get a USB to plug into it. Oh, what's going on with the auto exposure? So strange. It's like pulsating almost. Alright, let's pull this out. Actually, just slide this on there. What's nice is I won't be flying anytime, or the next day or two, at least. So I'm not too concerned about this needing to dry. It's still a little tacky, but it'll give it a chance to really dry, which is good. But I'll feel a lot better flying here on the East Coast with it like this. I really don't, like I said, I don't have too much concern about flying on the West Coast with it getting wet or anything, but definitely here it's a concern for me, or of mine, not for me, but of mine. I'll make sure you get in there and get all the little crevices. I mean, I've heard of guys and gals, pilots, who seemingly just a blade of grass, a wet blade of grass has gotten in there and just fried their stack, which is a real bummer. For as hard as we fly these things sometimes, to have something like that happen where it's just like a blade of grass, or you just splash down into a puddle, it's like, oh, that kills you. And then you're rebuilding probably everything. I mean, your VTX in theory should be fine, but it depends on how wet everything really kind of gets. But I've seen stacks go, FCs go, because a blade of grass was wet and it connected. It shorted something out. Let's see what that looks like. I'll put that all the way in there. See, this side was nice and easy. That's all. We'll dry that out. Yeah, that's gonna fit a lot better. So let's flip this over, get a screw on each. This is the 6.
We're on the same team. Investors have retirement or investment goals in mind. Is that get there?
So as you navigate life and market changes, we're here to help you make informed decisions for the future. Learn more about
And just kind of just tack it in there so that I got a screw on each of these, and then I can secure them in there. Make things all nice again. I'm flirting with disaster though.
Over an open fire. That's music to our Add beef to your next holiday playlist with our shop holiday recipes. At beef, it's what's for dinner.com. Funded by beef farmers and ranchers.
Alright, we're getting there. The real fun part's going to be reprogramming the FC, updating Betaflight, because I can do everything via the Speedy Bee. And that's in general with the Betaflight stuff. It's a little bit more meticulous, but it's not that bad, really. I did it the other day, and then I went and flew, and everything was good. I had a nice flight with Beta 4.2.5. So just like with when you're changing a tire or tightening a tire, I like to cross tighten them, I think is the right term. I don't know if that's the right way to say that. But I like to put the nuts back in, or the bolts I mean, or the screws, whatever you want to call them, opposite each other. So that it all just kind of sits nice. Adjusting your left and your rights versus like making it all wonky and then trying to fit something in and possibly stripping it out. You don't want to strip out. Like these motors are so small and the screws are so small, you're not really going to retap something. You're going to end up just wasting that motor and buying a new one, a new motor. You really don't want to do that. I made that too tight. Oh, there we go. All right. And see, there you go. Like I just over tightened the one on there, and that made it difficult. All right, we're getting there. All right, let's tighten all these up now. Sorry, I keep pulling it up and keeps tapping and making a loud noise. Yeah, that's nice and tight. And you know, you don't want to over tighten them, that's for sure, but at the same time you want to make sure that they are tight. You don't want these screws just to come off, and I've lost plenty of motor screws, especially on the tiny whoops. So that's all nice and tight. You know, since we're here, let's give all our stack stuff nice tightening down. That's about as tight as that's going to get. There's nothing holding it in place. Alright, let's just get that out of the way. Let's pull this out. Let's give this another coat. Want to kind of give it, like I said before, give everything a couple coats. Make sure it's all nice and even. Didn't miss anything. Just get in on everything. What's nice is like when it comes to soldering, this stuff will come off real easy to solder, but once you get it in like a plug or something, that's going to be difficult. So, well, you want to make sure you have everything plugged in, but on the solders, it'll burn off real easy, so you can get in there. Put that back in there. How does that look? Looks pretty good. Just kind of dabbing it on there so it fills in and doesn't streak. I'm not a good painter, so that's essentially what you're doing here. Is you're just painting this with conformal coating. All right, let's give this another go in there. So we got this. Push that down. Let's get some tweezers because that'll help pulling this off. Theory. It's nice and clean. Alright, so how did I have, oh, I had the little ones there, or did I have the big? I had the little ones, I think. Oh no, the little ones, yeah, I think they were. Yeah, it was the little ones, I believe. So we're just going to put this back together now. Feeling pretty good about how this all kind of came together. Take a look at that. That's looking pretty good. See if I can get this up here for you. Get a real good view of it all. Oh, that's a strong magnet there. That's also good to know. This flashlight has a pretty strong magnet on it. Yeah. Watch this. Oh, now this is magnetized. That's dope. Definitely got room for that in the van. Alright, so we're getting this back together now. Alright. Let's pull this bad boy out. I think this one looks pretty good too. That's all. Oh, I did miss it. Well, it looks like a little bit of a spot. Had around a couple of those solders there, so let's get that real quick. Kind of flood that in there. I think otherwise, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Got a nice silicone cover on all this now. On the sides. It's nice, all this is, this isn't conductive. Like I said, it's just silicone, so that's the best part. It just covers everything up and protects it. We'll throw this back in there. This thing's so neat. This is like the coolest little thing. Too bad I don't do my nails. But if my fiance wants to use it, some UV reactive, we can do that when she paints her nails.
As the world changes, your focus on fitness doesn't have to. At the Atlantic Air Life Center, our cardio
So let's get the RX. I was trying to figure that out. Oh, I need to wait to see if
physical distancing, and they're free through the end of the year
how long I got on the
We also offer Reiki, massage therapy, and personal training. To
the
do
RX
more,
thing.
call
If I can
638
spin it, because I was thinking about,
777
I've had it like this, facing out. I kind of want to, on my 5-inch, I have it like back, actually backwards to it. It goes up. But I have stacks that it actually goes on there. I would like to do it this way now that it's stuck. We'll see. Oh boy. A good little rainy day project. You know, I've been at this, I went downstairs for lunch, for dinner. I've only been at this for about 2.5 hours. And that's with taking time and talking. And really, I've been at this for probably an hour and a half, really. Because I think I lost the first 20 minutes of this stream was me trying to figure out why this main camera, my web camera, was phasing. So I probably lost 20 minutes there, and then I went down to eat. That's a half hour, so I lost nearly an hour. I'm at about 2.5 hours right now, so that's not a bad project. Now, when all is said and done, this should edit down pretty nicely too. But this was pretty easy. This is pretty standard. It feels like. I'm good at dropping stuff. I do wish that. So the next time I get back to LA, I'm gonna have my boy Thunder Drone put me up a new mount for SMA. Because on my 5-inch, I have screw holes there, which is awesome. Makes everything just so nice and tight. I may actually remount this because I feel like it's just so jammed up in there. So let's see. Let's make sure this is dry now. Still a little tacky to touch, but I think we're okay. Let's plug this bad boy back in, and then I can figure out the RX. Okay. Spin this around. I do wish we had actually soldered it from the top, but that's okay. Changing that. Alright, so actually I do think I got the room to mount this the way I want to. Come on. There we go. Do I have the cable? Have the slack? Actually, I may not. Let's see, let's bend it over like this. You know what though? I do need to get to it in a moment. So actually, it's just best this way. I am gonna mount it inside though, because before I had it kind of sticking underneath the camera. What do I got going on here? I feel like something's jammed up. It is a little tacky still. Let me actually try that again. One more time. Hopefully third time's the charm here. I want to make sure the cable's taut that way. There we go. There we go. That should be better. I want to kind of get this as tight in there as I can. I think I'm going to be a little stuck with this. Has to mount. Hopefully that's go. There we go. I want that inside. A little bit off center. Yeah, that's better. Alright. As the camera's got to go there. That's right here. I don't really have the room. Well, I could push it back. What's this? 7. Let's see. Now that I'm blind. It's the 8. This is the 6. Yeah, no, that's not going to work. Okay. Really? Yeah, no, that's not going to work. Actually, wait a minute. Spinning it won't work, but let's see if we swap them. I need to like this. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the camera inside the frame. Yeah, that should work actually. It is a little tight, but you know, we'll make do. There we go. And if not, I can just pop that off. Because the whole point here is just to kind of... Oh, actually, you know what? I don't need to worry about it like I did with my 5-inch being protected. Now we'll be inside the ducts. Let's just see what that looks like. I haven't flown like that before, so... I wonder what it's going to be like. Hopefully I'll get to try that out tomorrow. I really wish it would snow. I mean, I haven't looked at the forecast. Alright. Alright, cool. Cool. Alright, so now I put the other little rubber stoppers on. Spacers. Alright. So there we go. We're almost rebuilt. Alright, that felt good to back. Alright, let's get this out of the way for now. I do want to put the lid back on this, though. Like I said, I'm just begging for disaster. Alright, let's get that out of the way. Let's see if we got a 4S around here that's in good shape. That's not everything. 6 out of 4. That's a 4. And on it. Alright, that's good enough for television. Get the Speedy Bee out. And let's get radio.